So I want to do a little video on the C-Pro 219, and it's probably similar to other C-Pros. The manifold for the drain, because I couldn't find much information on it. So I figured I'd pass the information along now that I got my own 2021 C-Pro 219. And I will say I am not a professional mariner. Been boating for 6 years, had a couple different boats. This is my new boat. So we'll take you through it. Down in the middle, okay, you'll see that there's this one big drain spot. You know, obviously here's your bottom drain. Pardon the appearance because I can't keep up with the pollen and the maple. Now, unlike a lot of things, there's not drains all along the side. You know, on this side you'll see the stern bilge pump is here, and then you have a midship bilge here. So those are the two through hulls on this side, and obviously the center one that I pointed to earlier, which is bottom painted a little bit, but you know, that's your basic underwater all you have. Pardon any of my terms, but here you go. This is the manifold. So as I'm climbing up here, what you'll see is we've got a main seacock over here. Hopefully you can see it. If you were in the event of some emergency, had a problem here, clamp came loose, you could turn that off, and then all of your above board drainage would be disconnected from the water line, so you'd have to rely on your bilges at that point. But it appears, you know, has the Gemlux, excuse me, signature on there, and you'll see I've got one empty port. And I've kind of traced some of these back. They go to cup holders. These two big ones here, they are off the drain in the back. I'll show you. This one's off the live well. Here's an empty port, and you can see it's on there, so that would have to be taken off in some event. These are the steering lines. And then down under there, you'll see there's the bilge for the stern here. And the bilge is to a flexible hose, and that goes out over here. It's a little messy. There's a couple wires that didn't go anywhere, but for the most part, you know, it's nicely gel coated in here, and you have that nice central manifold. So less stuff you have to worry about in the future. Everything is double clamped, as you can see. Now I'll go in a little bit here. Now, pardon, like I said, I can't keep up with all the mess of the pollen and these red maples. But here's the main drain, where, you know, normally you'd have scuppers or what have you. But this has those two drain ports that go to that manifold. And you do have, you know, some stuff drains to the bilge. Obviously, you know, there's a hose here. Right, you see that little hose, and that hose ends up going to the rear bilge area. I wish it went to the, you know, so these do drain a little bit into the bilge, so it's not bomb proof, but most of your water is going to get directed in the back out that drain. You know, you have your seacock there, that's for your live well, and for your raw water wash down fuel water separator over here, transducer, your dual batteries, your pump over here. You know, here's your power steering pump and your ACR. So your house battery, your cranking battery. It will charge the cranking battery till you hit that, I don't know, 12.5 volts. I'm probably wrong on that, but and then it will switch over to your house battery. There's also, as I said, there's a midship bilge pump, which can be located right through that hatch, and then you have to reach down blindly, and then you can feel it in there. And again, that will pump out to this through hull here. I don't know how you would change that because you can't see it. I haven't had a chance to explore all these little drains here. As I said, some of them do drain in, you know, you have your cup holders and such. That drains to the deck, okay. Have traced that out, but I assume, well, it's a mess here, sorry. This center hatch also will drain to the bilge. These cup holders, I haven't had a chance to trace that out, so don't know where everything goes because you obviously are blind underneath. But again, my main point of the video was to focus on this manifold, which I think is a great idea. You know, you have less stuff dumping to your bilge, and you do have a way to isolate it if there was somehow a leak. Again, it appears to be made by Gemlux, so I think that's a solid brand. That's all I got. Thank you.